After you. Everyone ready? Moose, should we start with you? Why not?
Hi. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. First question is going to be, you won everything pretty much to win the international level with Spain, apart from the World Cup. What would it mean to win the Champions League this season at Arsenal?
Well, good morning, everyone. First of all, sorry for my English. I'll try my best. Hopefully you can understand it. But yeah, I've been lucky enough to win a lot of trophies in my career, with the national team as well. And I know the feeling, and it's something that you cannot compare with anything else. Knowing what is this club about and how big is not only Champions League but winning trophies in general, winning the Champions League here will be amazing. Obviously, there is still a long way to go to achieve that, but I think we have the basics, we have the players, we have the mentality, and that has to be the goal, the ultimate goal. So hopefully we can start by tomorrow winning and keep on growing and building up from when the stage is the final, hopefully.
You mentioned that winning mentality you've got. Arsenal haven't won the Premier League in 20 years, never won Champions League. What can you bring because you're used to winning? So what can you bring to a team because you're used to winning that they didn't already have?
Well, I don't know. I think we have a pretty complete team, a pretty complete coaching staff as well. They all have that winning mentality as well. They might not have the experience yet because we also have a really, really young team. And as I said before, I'm luckily had some experiences where I won. So yeah, just the experience, when you have the moment of truth, when you are in the final or in the semi-finals, to be able to keep that mentality, to keep that calmness, and try to do whatever you are doing in a daily basis, what has made you get to that stage.
And finally, from me, you're a sympathetic human being like everyone else. Shakhtar Donetsk, Mikel Arteta was talking about it in his press conference. They can't have the same preparation as you because of the war in Ukraine, what have you. Just outline for us on a level, player to player, how sympathetic you are to their plight.
Well, a lot. Obviously, sitting right here, I cannot even think about what they must be feeling or what their life is like. But obviously, we are very empathetic, and I wish them all the best, obviously, for their career, for their life. Hopefully, these situations stop as soon as possible. But obviously, we cannot control that from here. We will try to host them in the best manner possible. And yeah, that's it.
Thanks, Moose.
Thank you.
Paul?
Hi, Mikel. Mikel, the defeat against Bournemouth was Arsenal's first loss in 17 matches. So how good is it to have a game so quickly after a weekend like that?
Yeah, it's always good when you lose a game. It's always bad when you win, because this is football nowadays. You don't have time to think about the last game, about the last action. You always have new things coming, new challenges, and it's really good to have a game now. We can try to win, try to give our best versions in front of our fans, and try to not erase, because obviously we have to think about it and try to get better and learn from the mistakes. But yeah, to have a new feeling.
Has Mikel Arteta said to you as a group of players since the Bournemouth game about eradicating some of these mistakes?
Yeah, well, for us, it's always about winning, and Mikel knows that. Mikel is always telling us that we have to win in any context. And the thing is, we have the team capable of doing that. We have been playing in a very challenging situation for the last couple weeks, but obviously the coach told us that he's really, really proud of the effort, of how the team managed to play with one player less for almost the whole game. So yeah, it's about just taking the good things as well, not only the bad things, and with both try to improve for the next.
Alex?
Hi, Mikel. We haven't had too many chances to speak to you since you arrived, so how's it been settling at the club?
It's been great. It's been difficult at the beginning because nobody wants to get injured in the first session. Obviously, when you come here, you want to make an impact. You want to prove why they signed you, and you want to start building up that confidence and that relationship with your teammates. But yeah, I think after the injury, everybody helped me so much. Not only the players, but the staff, the fans as well. I felt the love immediately, and that helped me a lot to recover as fast as possible, and at the same time to build a relationship with the whole team. So I feel like right now I'm at a good stage. Obviously not at the best one, but I'll get there.
You mentioned your injury, and Mikel Arteta said you're continuing to grow. So how long do you think it is before we'll see the best of you in an Arsenal shirt?
Well, you never know. Hopefully soon. But yeah, I have still some things to do at the physical level, at the technical level. Obviously at the tactical level, there's a lot of things different from my old club. So it's just a process. I'm doing the best that I can to speed it up, and all the staff and the whole club is helping me a lot. And as I said, hopefully it's going to be soon.
Sam?
Hi, Mikel. Obviously, you've played Premier League football before, then had a 6-year break from it. Did it feel different coming back to it this weekend than it did when you played for Newcastle? Had it changed in any way, or was it different?
It had both feelings. Obviously, the atmosphere, the chants, the language, the smell of the grass, everything is the same. But football changes with time, players change with time, and I think I have changed from the player I was 6-7 years ago. And the tactics is just a completely different league now than what it was 7 years ago. So it's just a mix between same old atmosphere, passion for football, just loving the environment, yeah, but the evolution of football as of tactics and how you play in the pitch, that's the main difference.
Because we're English and we're here, we always think, the Premier League's the best, it's the fastest, the most competitive, the most intense. But you've got experience of other leagues too. Does that stack up? Is that true, do you think? Or intensity?
Well, I don't want to talk bad about other leagues or about this league, but every league has its differences. Premier League is obviously one of the best in the world, if not the best. The quality of the players, the pace, the rhythm, the atmosphere, everything is just out of this world. And honestly, I'm really glad to be here, to be playing against the best teams, against the best players. That's what we want as a competitor, to play the best, to be the best. And hopefully this year I can enjoy a lot and learn and grow, and for the future be an even better player.
Simon?
Mikel, the sort of stats we saw before you came here had you sort of top in Europe, sort of tackled one, headers, duels. Is that something that 6-7 years ago you were always doing, or is it something over your career you targeted and said that this is what I'm going to make my best attributes and something you worked at to get there?
As I said before, I think players change with age, with experiences. Obviously, I'm not the same player now that what I was when I was 18 or 19. I've been evolving my game, and I think when I was 18 or 19, I didn't have this physical level. When you mature, when you grow, when you start working and training, you get better in the physical aspect and at the tactical as well. So I think I've always had the mentality of trying to win every duel, but now I feel more prepared physically to do so. So yeah, as I have said in a couple of interviews before, I'm not promising I'm gonna win every duel, that's for sure. But I can promise I will try to fight for every duel like it's the last one. So that has been my mentality forever, and that's the mentality I will still have in the future.
And who are the midfielders you've admired as you've developed that you've liked the way they played?
I've admired a lot of midfielders because luckily in Spain we have had like a couple of them. In England as well, the Lampards or the Gerrards, the Cesc Fabregas, Vieiras, all these kind of all-around midfielder that can play box to box, that can score, that can defend, that can win duels, that can dictate the tempo of the game. Those are the midfielders that I look up to. But in Spain, yeah, of course, the Xavi, Iniestas, that mentality of keeping the ball, try to play short passes, try to dominate the game through the ball and pass a lot. That was the kind of players that I admired when I was a kid.
Last, you mentioned Lampard there. Is that something you feel you have in your game? You have goals, obviously we know about attacking it, but you think going forward you have that element to add to the team?
I hope so. For sure. That's one of the reasons I'm here, because I think I can be a threat in the opposite box. And that's something I need to work to get better at, because I know I can develop myself even more. I have a high ceiling. So, of course, goals are not the main thing for a midfielder, but if you can provide them, it's going to be a whole different thing for you as a player. So hopefully in the future I can get better than that, and I can score a lot of goals for Arsenal.
We'll move to this side of the room with John.
Mikel Arteta said of you that you were a leader and had a real football brain. He was, incredibly complimentary about that aspect of your personality and your character. I wonder whether did you get that from someone? Was it, as a coach, been particularly influential that's made you think? And I just wonder whether long term you even see yourself going into coaching.
Well, the first part, I've been lucky that my father was a footballer back in the day. And when I was growing up and I had 14, 15 years old, he became a coach, and he was coaching the academy teams in my boyhood club. And I would sit at home with him watching their games, and he would explain me things that happened in the game, more of a tactical aspect in the global team. Whereas a player, you only maybe think about you as an individual. And I think there was the first time I started looking at football as a whole, as a team, as 11 players against 11 players, and the whole tactics behind just the ball. And yes, I've been lucky to be coached by a lot of amazing coaches. And I've learned a little bit about every one of them. But Imanol Alguacil, the coach I had in Real Sociedad, was the one who woke me up, or woke up the aspect of the tactics and the kind of mathematics of the game. And in the future, I don't know, I love the tactics, I love the football, I love being around football, but I see how coaches age, and I don't know if I want that for me. So let's see in the future. Don't try to retire me yet.
I guess we saw a lot of you, and in the Euros, you obviously had a special time. How much of a big point in your career was that, and as a learning experience? I mean, blimey, you broke our hearts, but but you've it was clearly a really special summer for your generation.
Absolutely, it's been probably the best summer of my life because of a lot of things that have happened. But winning the Euros, for sure, it has changed my life to the best. in the football aspect as well. Signing for Arsenal, winning the Euros is amazing. It has been a dream come true. I grew up watching the Xavis and Iniestas that I told you guys just a minute ago, winning World Cups and Euros, and you thought about them as legends, and now you are the one winning a Euro, so it's just kind of crazy to me, but it's just amazing. Yeah, amazing feeling.
Nick?
Hi, Mikel. I don't know whether you saw, but last week, FIFA, the Players Union, led a legal complaint against FIFA about the global matchday calendar and basically the number of games you guys are playing. They took legal action about it, and I thought, given that we're about to play a Champions League game in this big expanded new competition where there are at least 2 more games for you guys, maybe 4, I wonder whether you thought that's the only option now, to take drastic action to ensure that you guys are protected and not playing too many games.
Wow. Long question.
Long question.
Yeah, about the games, it has been a difficult topic, a tricky topic for the past few months, if you would say. It's a difficult one because obviously we are players. I love to play football. I don't even care how much I have to rest or not rest, because whenever it's a ball in my feet, I feel happy. But at the same time, we are reaching a level where players are getting injured and the level of the game is not at the highest point because of resting. So I think it's in the best for everyone to, get to a point where we can keep playing, keep giving like spectacle, is it called? Because if players are not rested, there are going to be injuries. Everybody wants to see the big names perform and do all these amazing tricks and be high quality football. So yeah, hopefully we can get to an agreement and get to a point where everybody's happy and we can keep going and enjoying football.
Do you feel on your body that the demands have got higher and higher and higher as the years go on? Do you think that the demands have got higher in terms of how you feel it?
Yeah, I've been playing European football for 6-7 years now in a row, so your body starts to feel it. Maybe when you have been playing for 1-2 years, your body don't even care about how many times you have to rest. But when you're getting older, you start to feel it. But right now I feel great. I come from an injury, so I don't feel tired at all. I just want to keep playing, keep improving my physical aspects, and just get to that level again where I feel 100%.
Isam?
You come across quite mature. Where does that come from? Is there any particular experience or thing from your background growing up that's influenced that?
Yes, as I said before, the fact that my father was a footballer back in the day helped me a lot, because he could give me a lot of clues or tips about how football life works. And at the same time, I went out away from home really, really young. I went to Germany, then to England, back to Spain. Now I move again. And those are experiences where you learn, when you are forced to learn, because you are 18 years old, you don't have your mother anymore to cook for you. So you have to wake up and start doing things by yourself, learn new languages, try to perfect your English, your German, and that's what I think makes you wake up and try to mature.
Your fellow Spaniard, David Raya, has had an unbelievable start of the season in goal. What have you made of his performances, and could you envisage that spike in performances?
Yeah, David is an amazing goalkeeper, an amazing guy. He has had an amazing season last year. He has started in an amazing form this year. That talks a lot about how strong he is mentally, and of course how hard he works physically. He's always pushing himself. I am lucky enough to play with him in the national team as well. You can see him performing really good there. He's always working hard, even when he's not playing. So yeah, that's just a good example for everyone, for what we should do. Just keep working, keep trying to push ourselves, even if we are in a good position. So yeah, hopefully we can all learn. I think everybody has the same mentality as him, and we can start getting better performances.
Last couple, we'll start with Jordan.
Hi, Mikel. In the past, Arsenal have been criticised for not being physical enough or mentally fit. Mikel Arteta has built this team of giants. I mean, and you're one of them. Just how much does it make a difference when you're in that tunnel and you're lining up with your teammates and you're all 6 foot plus and you're down the opposite? Is it something that a team needs?
Yeah, sometimes it's crazy, I'm gonna tell you, because I am in the corridors or in the training ground just walking, and back in my old club I used to be one of the tallest, so everybody was smaller than me, and now I look around and everybody's taller than me, so it's just, we look like a basketball team now. But yeah, I mean, football now is just changed, and now you need a strong team. Physicality is key. We need to be the most complete team possible. You need the physical aspect, the technical aspect, the tactical one. You need to be a total team if you want to achieve big things, as we do. So yeah, it's not only about being tall and big. It's always, as I said before, the mentality. If you're big but you don't go with the 100% of your intention to win the ball, it's just nothing. So the main thing is the mentality, and I think that we have that.
And with that size, you can then win set pieces and you can score from set pieces, and you must have seen that in training already. Just how good is this Arsenal team in terms of even in training, scoring from set pieces, and just how much work goes into it that you've seen already?
Into set pieces or in general? Yeah, it's something that, as I said before, football is evolving, and set pieces is something that is evolving too. Everybody is paying a lot of attention to set pieces because it's a big part of the game, and you can win or lose a lot of games because of that. And here we try to train it a lot. We have the good staff members, we have the good players to do that, the physical advantage. Is something that if you try to get 100% out of it, you can win a lot of games.
Last two, one with Art and then Kaya.
Hi, Mikel. I was just wanting to ask about your time with Martin Odegaard at Real Sociedad, and what you remember of the young man that you were with. Could you envisage him becoming captain of a team like Arsenal, and also how you guys kind of play together in the field?
It has been a long journey for him and for me. That finishes now playing together again. We played, I don't even know, maybe 4, 5, 6 years ago, and I saw him as this really talented kid that was just magic on the number 10 position. He made my job really easy because he's the one who moves really good on the pockets, and he turns, he plays quick. Me as a number 8 back in the day, I used to find him a lot, and he used to make my passes better. So yeah, it's amazing how he has evolved, how he has developed. Now he's a grown man. He's now the captain, the leader of this club, and you can see the maturity in his voice, in his acts, how he talks to people, how he behaves on the pitch. It's great to be back with him again, and hopefully we can keep building up that relationship, that connection that we had.
And lastly with Kaya.
Obviously you have to wait a while and be patient to let your Arsenal get. It feels like maybe that's a bit of a theme in your career, in the sense that you went to Germany and stayed early on, you had to maybe wait to get your chances at Newcastle, and then Sociedad it took a little while, and then in the summer it took ages for this move to be completed. Do you think that's made you more hungry, and do you think that's helped you throughout your career, having that patience, and then right now has it made you more hungry to achieve in Arsenal?
I don't think it has made me more hungry, because I've always have that hunger to achieve goals, to win or not to lose. Call it whatever. I'm a really bad loser. I don't like losing at anything. So the hunger has always been there, and now I am surrounded by people that has the same hunger, that want to win at all costs, that want to not only win but do it in the best way possible. And that's something that motivates me. That's something that gives me the belief that we can do it. We can win big things. There's a long way to go still, but I think we have the capacities and we have the players, the mentality, and I'm really happy to be around people that feel the same way as I do.
Cool. We'll end it there. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was about to say, you're in
Thank you.
good bad.
No, I was getting tired at the end. My brain was not working anymore.
Scarlett will confirm it's way better than Moscow.
It's way better.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thanks.
See you all tomorrow.
Good luck for us.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Your Spanish not bad.
Have you?
We need to start together.